Wow, that's a lot of grass.
Down in the dirt. Been real bad.
Alright, hello, welcome to the channel. In the last video we went through all the features of the Toro TimeMaster to help you decide if that was a good mower for you or not. This video we're going to mow with it. So I'm going to do a couple different lawns. First off, I'm out here on the farm and we're going to do some ditch work. See how this thing does mowing ditches. I don't have the Toro time cutter out here, so we're going to use the Aaron's as the reference cut, so we can compare the cut of this to a different mower. So first though, I talked about the blue handle on the handle and what it was for in the other video. I'm going to show you how this works. The personal pace, when you want to go up a hill, sometimes it can be a little jerky because you're going to walk at a different pace than what the mower is, so the thing may want to, the front end may want to buck up just a little bit on you. It's not a safety thing, it's just getting used to it. Well, Toro put this blue handle on here so you can regulate that, and I'm going to show you the difference here in just a minute. Alright, let me start it up, and I'll try to go up it with the regular personal pace first, and then I'll use the blue handle. Not too bad. Alright, so as you can see, the blue handle does help you a little bit there. So, or helps you quite a bit. It's just one of the things of the personal pace. They tell you about all the good points, but it doesn't, sometimes it'll be a little rough to use. The personal pace on the Toro SnowMaster is like that. You go to push into a drift and the front end will want to buck up on you. If they had that blue handle on that SnowMaster, it would eliminate all those problems or issues, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're going to do. I'll do a couple passes with the Aaron's, and then we'll grab the TimeMaster and do the ditch. That ditch right by the mailbox, to the left of the mailbox, that is too steep to use a riding mower on or a zero turn. I've tried it with this Aaron's, and even with this Aaron's, it wants to slide off of that. That ditch is a lot steeper than 15 degrees. It's probably pretty close to 45 degrees right there by the mailbox. So we're going to give the TimeMaster a try down in there and see how it mows. Also, I'm going to do a mow out here on the flats a little bit, and we'll take a comparison of the TimeMaster mulching compared to how this and use the Aaron's icon as a reference point. So off we go. Alright, I think I have the heights set the same. I had the Aaron set at 3.5, and I've got this one set on C. So if everything works out right, A is 4 1/4, B is 4, C is 3 1/2. So let's give it a try. First pull. All right, it doesn't keep grass up in the deck. It cuts it and gets it driven down back in there. Can you see? It does not leave any grass at all up on top. It's I'm mowing at 3 1/2 inches, and I'm mowing at least that much off, probably closer to 4 inches. So from a mulching capability, I really like this. It does it does just as well as the 21-inch recyclers and the super recycler. So let me keep mowing a little bit. I'm going to use that blue handle here on this ditch. right, you saw how steep that ditch was, and it mowed it. It did run out of traction, but come on, you can expect that as steep as that ditch is. I like the quality of cut. Take over here and take a look. You can see the difference between the Aaron's rider and this mulcher. And although the Aaron's does a really good job as a rider, that cut on the TimeMaster is something else. Look how well it stripes. That's without a striping kit. So far I like it. Alright, so that was a test of using the mulch and using it on a steep ditch. From here now, let's go do some tall stuff. We're going to do the side discharge. Okay? So I'll see you over there. Alright, this next patch that I'm going to mow is city property, and they only mow it a couple times a year. So right now it's pretty tall. It's nice grass. It used to be a lawn before the city bought it. So in this case, you don't want to try and mulch this long, thick grass. You need to use a side discharge. If you try to mulch this, even on the highest setting on the mower, you know, 4 1/4 inches, the mower is just going to bog down and the deck is going to fill up with grass and it'll probably stall out on you. So by side discharging, that gets the grass out from underneath the deck and allows you to cut this and actually just get the job done. I don't know how fast I'll be able to go, but we'll give it a try. And we'll make a couple passes here, see how this discharge spreads the grass, if it spreads it evenly or not, or if it puts it in rows. I'm going to use the 3.5 inch setting that I had over to the farm, just so you get a good comparison. All right, let's get started. Well, what do you think? It really threw the grass out of the deck. It was really fast. It was a really strong throw out of the deck. In other words, it cleared it really fast. It missed a few spots there, a few stragglers, but not much, especially mowing that really long stuff here. You know, some of that stuff is 2 foot tall, that foxtail, so it clear cut it. I'm really impressed with the side discharge. So if your grass is a little bit longer, you're going to get just as good a cut. All right. All right, the neighbor's always got to see what you're doing. And he's got to mow it too. You can't see it from up here, but it's not doing near as good a job as this Toro. It's good to see. Never thought I'd be that lucky. Yeah, you can't see it from way up here, but that John Deere didn't cut as evenly as what this one does. It leaves ridges down underneath each blade deck. Anyway, all right, I suppose you guys want to see this thing bag yet, don't you? Why don't we just bag right across here? Put this heavy stuff in the bag. See how quickly it fills it up. All right, so that took about 30 seconds to take that side discharge out, pull the plug out for the bagger, and throw the bagger on it. This is pretty thick grass, plus there's some old dead grass on top of it, so we'll probably fill the bagger up pretty fast. Off we go. Not full yet. Now it's full. All right, pretty sure it's full. Yeah, I'm lazy. I didn't want to walk a long time to fill this bag up, so might as well do this. As you can see, it picked up that dead grass, cut it all off. Even this foxtail, it clean cuts that very well. Most decks won't be able to cut that tall stuff like that in the first pass, so I'm pretty impressed with that cut quality for this heavy stuff. So lift this up, pick it up, and it's full. Well, is that a pile of grass or what? One bagger. I'm impressed. All right, so we mulched a little bit with it. We side discharged a little bit with it. We filled the bagger up full once. All in all, it mulches really, really well. It handled that ditch over to the farm very well, especially for the size of the machine. It had plenty of traction. Some parts of that ditch were over 45 degrees, and it had a little issue with the 45 degrees, but then again, I expected that. Side discharging, it really throws the grass out. And it throws it at least the width, deck width plus. So if you're doing grass like this, you're going to end up with some pretty even windrows. If you're not doing grass this tall, if you're just doing a normal mow, you won't even be able to see any windrows. In other words, it doesn't leave anything behind in mulching or in side discharge. It doesn't leave trails behind you. Same way with the bagging. Oops. With the bagging, even that dead grass that was up there on top of the tall stuff, it picked that up, didn't leave anything on the ground. It clear cut it. There are some really tall spindly foxtails here that I didn't expect it to cut it all off the first time, but it actually did better than most mowers. So, all right, tell me what you think in the comments. Is this the right mower for you? Feel free to leave questions. Ask any questions you want. And if you'd like this video, please like it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Down in the dirt.